Hey people, it's Niall Stokey. And this is from Newsweek. Houston clinics offering $2,000 for those willing to test COVID-19 vaccine. The Texas Center for Drug Development is looking for 1,000 Houston area volunteers to receive the experimental Moderna COVID-19 vaccine in its third phase of testing. Each volunteer will get up to $2,000 for participating. The offer is open to all people over the age of 18 except for those who have active cancers or autoimmune disorders. Interested people can apply at, well, I don't want you to do. If you qualify, researchers will call within 24 hours to review your medical history. The Houston volunteers will be among 30,000 people testing the Moderna vaccine in 87 cities around the United States. Researchers are particularly eager to recruit frontline and medical workers, as well as people from Hispanic and Black communities that have been disproportionately affected by the epidemic. The interest we're seeing right now is on a whole different level. Dr. Sarah Hassan, a recruitment lead working in the project, told KHOU 11, everyone wants to do their part so we can get back to normal. Of the 4,000 people who have called to inquire about the Houston trials, Hassan said most want to know about the vaccine itself and its risks. I'll tell you the risks. It's dangerous. Don't take it. She said this is not a live vaccine, so you cannot contract coronavirus from this vaccine itself. Yeah, they said that about Tuskegee as well. While the earlier phases of the vaccine trials looked at safety and side effects, phase 3 will focus on its effectiveness. If selected patients will receive 1 to 2 hour visits during which researchers will make a full medical history, a blood sample, and administer either the vaccine or placebo. A second dose will be administered about a month later, with follow-up happening over the phone, clinical trials occurring about a year or two later, and clinical visits occurring about a year or two later. In phase 1 of the Moderna trial, those who were given the vaccine developed potentially virus-eliminating antibodies after the second of 2 doses, which was given 28 days after the first. Our researchers are unsure of how useful these antibodies might be in potentially preventing infections or lasting long within the body, especially since recent studies suggest that antibodies in people previously infected with COVID-19 only last for a few months or less. Side effects in the first two Moderna vaccines trials were generally mild, with 50% reporting muscle aches or pain at the injection site, fatigue, headache, or chills. While infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci said he was cautiously optimistic, the same man who won't wear a mask himself, that a vaccine for COVID-19 could be available by the end of the year. Epidemiologists worry that a vaccine will end the pandemic unless many people receive it, something which could be complicated by the anti-vaccination movement, basically the common sense movement. According to a mild May survey by the Associated Press and North Center for Public Affairs Research at the University of Chicago, 20% of Americans adults said they will not get a COVID-19 vaccine, and 31% said they are not sure. Epidemiologists estimate 70% of the population will need to develop immunity in order to end the pandemic, through vaccinations or other means, according to Science magazine. People adverse to receiving the vaccine often fear negative health effects, feel suspicious of medical health authorities, or haven't had their concerns addressed by the information available on the websites of the World Health Organization or Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Quick thing, the Center for Disease Control was the same organization that administered the Tuskegee experiment. It's just been rebranded. I think it used to be the U.S. Public Health Organization or something like that. And, Neely Fuller often talked about the name Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Control, not the elimination, control. Keep that in mind. Heidi Lawson, director of the Vaccine Confidence Project at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, told Nature.com that the pro-vaccine community must do a better job of reaching out to the anti-vaccination communities to be responsive to the narratives that are out there among the undecided. She believes anti-vaccination advocates use personalized, emotive messages to appeal to people's empathy. Do you love your children rather than fear? Vaccines will kill you. The pro-vaccination movement must do the same, using videos and first-person testimonies to appeal to emotions rather than just share medical facts. We need to get better at storytelling. Storytelling, basically lying, said Noel Brewer, a behavioral scientist at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, told Nature. We need to carry positive stories and also negative stories about the harms of not vaccinating. I want to stop everyone right there. There's a meme I keep seeing there. They'll say there's a 1% chance of you dying means everybody should take coronavirus seriously. But the same people will say that with a vaccine, hey, the chances of 1% or a small percentage of a death happening because of a vaccination is a small risk that is worth taking, and you need to get over it. Which one is it? Either 1% of deaths or a serious risk and everybody should take it, or everybody should ignore it, or they shouldn't. I mean, I even made a meme about this, anti-vaxxers say if you say about 1 million people are vaccinated and 1% are at risk of death or injury because of a vaccination, that basically means 10,000 people are going to be killed or injured. How does a pro-vaxxer reply to this fact? Shit happens. Anyway, I'm going to leave this article in the description. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. If you want to support this channel, I'll leave my GoFundMe in the description. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll leave it there as well. Peace.